Let's go. I am the great. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I am the great. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the great. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I am the greatest of all time. I said I'm coming for everything. You good, but to be great, you gotta have confidence. The next level was legend. You gotta have accomplishments. In any league, they considering me dominant. The long falls, you know the pit of defeat, bottomless. I was hungry way before I got your support. I hopped off the porch around the time that y'all got awards. Lyrical exercise, this what I call a sport. The fourth bar, brother, but I pushed the rock off the court. I got champion genetics. Next level. One of the best. Remember me. I am the great. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I am the great. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the great. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I am the great. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. The catamounts who talent don't average out. If your flow ain't nowhere near this caliber, that don't count. Competition get flattened out. Getting money like I went top 3 in the first round. My salary that.
It's week 13 of the 2022 season, and we'll see the 2021 Comeback Player of the Year, Joe Burrow. After his last game, now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Bengals and the Chiefs, next on EA Sports.
On a chilly December afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Cincinnati Bengals. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Fielded right around the 8. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Well, the Bengals getting set for their first possession of the ball game and leading them out in his third season. Really the face of Cincinnati football, Joe Burrow.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Here's Burrow to throw right away. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
We had an idea that they might come out and challenge the secondary, but I don't know if we thought it'd be right out of the gate on the very first play of the game. But they did so successfully, they've got to feel good about how things have started.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon, taken down at the 47-yard line. The numbers for Mixon last week, 21 carries, 96 yards, and a touchdown.
And he has 12 touchdowns on the ground this season, so you know he's a big part of their offense. they count on it, not only to score the touchdowns, but now they can play action, fake it to him, throw it out to the wide receivers, get it to other players who can also produce.
Meanwhile, Burrow's thrown into the hands of Sample. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. On 3rd and 1, Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he's going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And I think they're defensively, they were so intent on stopping the run that they kind of got caught out of position. This is just a simple pitch and catch for a first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And they'll work this down inside the 30. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Burrow will throw. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
They'll run it with Pirine. Samaje Pirine denied on 4th down. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Time to get our first look at one of the star faces of the NFL, Patrick Mahomes and his Kansas City offense. Really the gold standard among NFL offenses since he became the starter in 2018.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Here's Jerick McKinnon, his first carry of the ball game. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Toward the sideline, it's complete, an athletic grab, but still well short of the first. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago, their 2nd straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along, and from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively, and this team now has an identity, and they're playing to it and playing well.
With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And the Chiefs are going to get it. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright. And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first. After the sack on first down, Burrow. Here's Higgins out of the right side. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 43. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 43. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down. Here's Burrow. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, Mixon. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 8.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Burrow looking to pass. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So it was 4th down and 1 in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little bit surprised that that's exactly what they decided to do. I kind of thought that they would go for it in that situation. But sometimes I'm sure you just think to yourself, take the 3 points, put them in your pocket, and move on.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, 1st and 10. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
On first down now, a run with McKinnon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. On second and 11 now. Mahomes, he's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Throwing is Mahomes on third. He's going to try and go deep again. He's got him in, complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And you'd think on third down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
And that wound up traveling at even 58 yards in the air, according to next-gen stats. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's Kadarius Toney who caps things with a touchdown reception. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Bengals drive about to get going. Now Burrow on first down. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The offense on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he's going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Burrow. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now it's Burrow. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Burrow. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, he had to wait until December, but congrats to the rookie, his first INT.
Yeah, he's been a reliable contributor for this defense throughout the season. Definitely got a bright future and has gotten even brighter after making that play.
As the offense reemerges, there's wide receiver Kadarius Toney leading him out. And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far is it allows him and the team to relax their pursuit a little bit. Meaning, if they just have normal games, they'll get to the 1,000-yard mark. They don't have to force anything. But one of the reasons he's having the year he's having is what I call route-running arrogance. They think there's no one that can cover them. No matter how many people are put in his direction, it just doesn't matter. He's going to find a way to beat them. And so far this year, he's done exactly that.
He sure has. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression, he just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Week 13 here in the NFL, first weekend of December. Playoff races definitely coming into focus now, and we got a couple of good ones in prime time. Tonight, national audience gets a look at the Colts for a second straight weekend. This time they're at Dallas, 7:20 Central Time for that kick. And then Monday night, Saints and Bucs from Tampa. Mixing up the middle. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. From the gun on third down is Burrow. And that is incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
Well, those have been a problem for them all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And following the turnover, they'll look to take the lead here as they start with a 1st and goal. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Trenton Irwin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have regained the lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. To throw, it's Mahomes. Looking underneath, and he finds McKinnon. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Open man right side is Tony. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They go play fake. Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 14. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
They're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Now a handoff running through the middle. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. 2nd down, McKinnon. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Mahomes now to throw. A dump down to McKinnon. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6.
Foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Kadarius Toney with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys have now moved out in front.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air, because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is now 14-10. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First down, here's Burrow. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. Burrow will throw. And again, that's Hurst. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And Burrow going to throw again. Throw left side, complete to Chase. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And the Bengals are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
2nd down and goal. Burrow. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
To describe it, because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December. So let's get right to it. We start in the AFC West. This no longer an all-California battle, but it's still a good one. The LA Chargers taking on Las Vegas. And it's the Raiders who have the lead in the 2nd quarter. Josh Jacobs with a touchdown run. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see they have the lead over the visiting Seahawks. 2 touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore to check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they were winners in that one as they take care of the visiting Denver Broncos. Lamar Jackson, outstanding again as his guys up their record to 10-2 now on the year. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats for KC in that first half. And even though they've got the lead, they're likely going over ways they can improve the running game, as they didn't find a whole lot of success in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he will have a Chiefs first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL and picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on 1st and 2nd down, because that leaves them 3rd and short, 3rd and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Handoff, it's McKinnon. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter. Runs like that. They established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. They run it with McKinnon. And he'll go down at the 28. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Mahomes now on first down. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And he's going to get this down near the 25. From the 25 on second down, Mahomes. It's Kelce on the ground. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Chiefs.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Mahomes going to throw. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes it a 21-10 game. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's capped off by the touchdown from Juju Smith-Schuster. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
From just shy of midfield, Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 43. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 22-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage. Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield. Yeah, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. To throw on 2nd and 6. Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game. And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw. KC's offense ready to take over. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. 2nd and 5 now. Mahomes to Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Here's a give up the middle. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Fielded just inside the 30. Gets past one man. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They certainly are rolling up today, because they have 4 big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
If we go back to the last series, remember, their coverage allowed them to get a turnover in the last drive, a takeaway, and that helped contribute to a sack on this one. I think maybe this quarterback's a little bit hesitant. Last time he turned it over, now he sees his zone coverage a little bit slow to get rid of the football.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
He'll drop to throw.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it.
And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you can tend to play the field position game.
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Mike Hilton.
So a big return there, Charles, on what was a pretty dangerous throw to the outside.
It sure was, Brandon. That's the risk you run on a throw like this. If it's intercepted, a lot of times this is a pick 6. So good hustle to get back and get him down. But, boy, that's a throw you've really got to be sure of if you're going to work the perimeter of the field.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Burrow looking to pass. He gets this one to Boyd.
And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Back now in Cincinnati. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Burrow.
And that's caught one more time by Boyd.
Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd from 6 yards away.
And the Bengals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet and said, go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
On 2nd and 10, Mahomes toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Screen play, McKinnon. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to it and hold it for just a short gain.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's Chase now on the jet sweep. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. And Charles, this infraction's going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Now it's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
Now Burrow on 1st down. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
On the delay, it's Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Burrow will throw. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 40. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, right at the 40. Now Burrow. He finds his man, complete. It's Boyd. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Well, whenever you call and run the hitch route, a lot of times that ball's got to be in the air before the receiver even turns around. That's the result of throwing it so many times in practice is really a timing route. Make sure that ball's out of your hands, and oftentimes the receiver turns around, and there's the ball. Nice completion there.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Throwing for Chase on the crosser. He's got it. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. That false start knocks him back behind the 10 now as they'll try again, 1st and goal. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A 5-yard touchdown catch, and the Bengals have taken a 4th-quarter lead.
Did you see them hold up 4 fingers to the start of the 4th quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The 4th quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
McPherson on for the point after. And that will make this a 4-point game. A 10-play drive that time. And it was T. Higgins who capped the drive with the touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Hardman, he is not going to bring this out, so they will start the drive at the 25. But now this offense comes back out onto the field. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. Now McKinnon to start the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, they will run McKinnon. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Mahomes. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's Mahomes to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. This offense on 3rd down today, 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 4. Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field. He's been a load for them to handle defensively, I know that much.
But look at him. He's got 7 catches on the game, and he's starting to shred them a little bit because not only is he catching them, he's picking up good yardage, keeping the chains moving, ball control, you name it. This big guy, what did you say? He's been a load for them to handle?
That's right.
Agreed.
7 catches, as you said, over 100 yards. And the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. On third down, Burrow. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Burrow on play action. Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Here's a give to Mixon. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. A handoff to Mixon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. Now Joe Mixon. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Are they ever? Because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one. And in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for Cincinnati, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they suffer their 4th loss so far. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos.